Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today I'm recording General Leo's character guide for the second time. The first one I put up, I had a different video overlaid on, and I wasn't looking at my screen because I was looking at my notes. And it actually was showing like one of my, I think it was my Mission Quest fight, was playing. The audio and everything was correct. It just had the wrong video. It wasn't showing my live phone feed. So here we go. Take two. We're going to do this again. I'm probably going to do it a little bit quicker because I'm mad that I have to re-record this. So let's jump in. General Leo, single target damage dealer, does true HP damage to single targets. He's really focused around his precision strike debuff, so you got to kind of manage which enemy you put that on. His calls, very good for single target characters. Most notably, you want to put his LD call on a single target damage dealer so they get extra true HP damage. And then he also puts the precision strike debuff down with either call. It does do 100% brave damage up to a single targeted enemy. So his call is worth going in on. It is very good. So if you have really strong single target damage dealers like Tifa and Reigns, it's a really good call you could put on them, right? So with that, let's go ahead and let's look at Leo's actual kit here. So his artifacts, you want to go attack 108 and then the Gestalian general boost to get all the stats up. And then on his calls, or his spheres, sorry, he has two A slots and a C slot. A slots you want attack and brave damage. I went with Leo and Shadow on mine just because those are single target requirements and that's more specific to what Leo does. So I figured since I'm not going to use those on many other characters, Leo's a good spot to put them. But just do any attack or brave damage up spheres that you have. C slot, you could actually go Alphanod, Lude. You could go Garnet. Garnet could actually be a very good one. Now, some of these C slots are healing, but General Leo actually has healing in his kit. He does do a party HP regen, so these healing spheres actually work as well. But any of those attack up C slots is what I would put on Leo. All right, so with that, let's hop into the showcase. The other thing, guys, that's going to be really frustrating about redoing this showcase is that the previous one, I had a General Leo friend with BT, and I got to actually show that off. I could not find that again, so we are not going to get to see the BT in this video. But I'll explain it, and I'll tell you what happened in my previous video. So my Leo is up to FR. I do not have BT. I am not going to chase at this point, right? All right, so let's go ahead with Aerith. Let's throw some buffs on here. We'll get the Rydia going. And what I've been liking to do with Aerith is just do the BT effect right away. And then start ramping after her BT effect is up, because then not only am I ramping, but I'm charging her overhead, so her overhead's at full power. And since Aerith's BT never runs out, provided you don't take enough damage, it doesn't hurt you to use it turn one with her. So Aerith just so good. So good. Alright, so what we're going to do with Leo is we are going to open with the LD. Because he has a very important LD buff that you want to get up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Seymour call. Seymour's call is very good. It delays, puts the really good HP damage up debuff on. Just very, very good. So we're going to go ahead and drop the LD, which is called Call for Ferocity. And we'll see the damage here. Alright, so 1.5 mil single target. That's with only one BT effect. Still pretty standard, right? Pretty decent damage. The Ferocity buff is pretty important because this is going to do a party attack HP damage up and overflow up. And then on any single target attacks, you're going to get more attack, HP damage, and overflow up. And then true HP damage is added onto any single target attack. So that part is very, very good. It also puts Precision Strike down on the target. Now, Precision Strike is a debuff that is going to do 100% brave damage up. And it can only exist on one target at a time. And Precision Strike is important to making Leo's kit look better. His force conditions depend on it. A lot of his attacks get stronger based on having a Precision Strike enemy. So you got to be careful. The one wonky thing about Leo is that you have to constantly manage who you're targeting and who has that Precision Strike debuff on, right? Core, we'll just go ahead and put Oath on Leo. Okay. And then we'll do Lion's Roar. Alright, and then with Aerith, we'll just force charge a bit. Probably not all the way, because I want to do Leo's attack so you can see the normal damage. In Core, we do have to get his burst effect up still too, but we'll heal a little bit to at least get our overhead charged up. Okay, do that. Oh, wrong button. Alright, that's fine. Guess we'll finish healing, or doing the healing one later. Accidentally pressed the wrong button, that's fine. Alright, so we got another Leo turn here. Now we can kind of just go through the other attacks. So once again, you got to look. This right enemy is the one that is in precision strike mode. So you always want to try to attack one. So we're going to do Master Blade. That's the 35. This is pretty much his main filler attack. And what this is going to do, it's going to be a 2-turn delay as long as it's the precision strike enemy. So you can see the A enemy there went back 2 slots and did very, very good damage for a 35, right? So it's a nice one. If you don't attack the precision strike enemy, it's only a 1-turn delay. So you don't want to mess that up. You want to make sure you're attacking the right one. Core, let's go ahead and put Raijin down. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we are going to put the BT effect up. There we go. Alright, so Core's got BT effect, Aerith has BT effect. Now we're also seeing Leo without a BT effect, so any damage he's doing could be even better if you had the BT, right? So with Aerith, we can just continue charging here, I think. We don't need to go all the way. Let's just go most of the way here. Because I want Leo to take a couple more regular turns here. We'll attack from here. Let's do Seal Evil. Okay, very good. Alright, so now with Leo, what you can do is, let's say I want to change the precision strike enemy, right? So a couple of things you could do is you could use this 15, which is called Call for Precision Strike. So let's go ahead and use that. So let's say we want to switch to the left enemy. Let's do Call for Precision Strike here. Okay, and we'll see what the damage looks like. Alright, so about 2 mil there. That was with a core follow-up, but very good. So what this is going to do is going to do a party battery that scales on his attack. And then it's going to give him the leader buff. And the leader buff does party HP regen, so that's really good to get the healing. And then just an attack and max brave up for himself. But you do want to upkeep that because you do want that party regen, especially if you're giving him a C slot that requires healing, right? And then that is going to put precision strike on the enemy. Now let's say I wanted to attack this left enemy, but not like waste my turn applying it. You can do the AA. So the AA, the main use for that is to just to apply precision strike before you attack. So you definitely can just do the AA. Core now has burst effect up, so now we can put Oath on Aerith as well. So we'll go and do that. Okay, and then Core will follow up. We'll get an attack in, and then Leo's going to get a turn again. Alright, so with Leo now, we can do the EX, which is called Shock. And then, yeah, then we've basically seen everything other than the FRBT, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and do Shock. Now, here's the thing. The only way to get Shock Plus is there has to only be one enemy on the screen. So we're just going to see the regular Shock here. But he does have a plus version if there's only one enemy. Let's see the damage here. Alright, so that was about 2 mil. With a little bit of splash over on the other side. That might have been from Core, though. But, so the EX is... Or no, actually, Shock is AoE. It's like his only AoE thing that he has. And he gets a free ability use on his next turn. And then if it's the plus version, he does get Brave gains between the HP dumps to help him do more damage. And then he gets a buff called Gestalian Loyalty. This buff is an attack up, HP damage up, and Brave stolen up. He does do Brave gains between attacks. And then a party max Brave up. So pretty good there. Aerith now is going to do Fury Brand. That's fine. And then on Leo's next turn, we're going to go ahead and hop into his Force, and then we'll talk about his Force effects. What I'll do, we kind of have a couple of off turns here until Leo comes. Let's just talk about the BT. So the BT effect, he does combo... who does he have? Oh, his BT effect has like Kefka in it, and he's like attacking Kefka. I'm sure. Let's do this. His BT did do very good damage. The big thing with his BT is that he gets off-turn damage with it. It's very similar to Noctis, is what I would say. Let's go ahead and reapply it on Leo here. It's similar to Noctis, where like if after you attack, Leo will do a strong follow-up, and it's very strong. I had him in Force at like 300%. It was doing like 3 million damage. It was pretty good for a follow-up attack, and it triggers after you attack, kind of like Noctis does, and the only requirements to trigger it is you just have to attack the precision strike enemy. So the part where Leo will get a little bit wonky is that in multi-target fights, you're kind of like bursting down one enemy, like one at a time, rather than keeping their HP equal, which for the most part is not really a problem. I don't know that we've had enemies. It used to be in Lufenia era, is very common that like, and even before that, it was a very common thing that you wanted to keep the enemies equal, because if you like killed one, the other one would go into like a rage mode or do something kind of crazy. But I haven't really noticed that in Shinryu era, so I don't think it's a problem bursting them down, but it really keeps the party kind of locked into one character, which some people might not like, because you do want the follow-ups. You don't want to attack the wrong enemy and not get the follow-ups, right? All right, so with Leo now, we've got the left enemy targeted. We've seen everything. Let's go ahead and let's pop the FR. So this is called Prominent Shock. But on the BT2, then you just get generic BT buffs. So you get Brave Damage up, Brave Damage limit up, and HP Damage limit up. And then now here's the FR. Comboing with our boy Steiner. Shout out the Steiner guy. All right. All right, and then Aerith here has a turn. I mean, sure, let's make Leo look good. Let's double echo here. We'll always do the double echo with my girl Aerith. Why not? Why not? All right, perfect. She doesn't really fulfill Leo's conditions, but we'll still take the free 83%. Let's talk about Leo's force and the conditions. So it is a 3-turn delay. And then it does apply Precision Strike to the enemy. And then the HP damage conditions are simple. If you attack a single target, you get 30%. And if you attack the enemy with Precision Strike, you get 45%. So it's a very easy to activate 75% as long as your allies are single target. Or if you're facing one enemy, even AoE damage would count because you're still only hitting a single target. So let's go ahead with Aerith now. Let's do Seal Evil. All right, so we'll see the gains here. So Aerith should just get 45. She shouldn't get the first part because that is an AoE attack, I believe. Yep, 48%. So she got the 45 for doing the Precision Strike enemy, but did not get the single target. Okay, so what we can do is we can try to burst this one down. We'll do Lion's Roar. Oh, I guess I could have echoed with that core. That probably would have made more sense, huh? That's fine. We'll just do that. All right. And then I am really going to try to burst down this left enemy because I want to get it down to single target, so maybe we can see the plus version. So sure, let's do the FR here. Really burst this guy down. Because yeah, if we can get down to one enemy, we potentially can see the plus version of the EX, right? All right, so 16 mil AoE there. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good damage on that FR attack. Now we just have a single target, so what we could do with Aerith is, let's do Seal Evil again. This is the same attack that did not get the full damage on the HP condition. Now it should. We can double check to make sure, do a little testing here. And let's see. Oh, only 33, so it did not count. So it has to be a single target attack only. Okay. I thought it would trigger if it was just one enemy, but apparently not. It truly does have to be a single target. I'm going to Brave Attack here because I want to get another attack with Leo. I want to get this Shock Plus here. Actually is, oh no, Aerith's going to finish. All right, well, anyways, there you go. We're not going to hop in again, but we pretty much saw everything with Leo. So once again, big single target damage dealer. If you have his BT effect up, you're getting very powerful off-turn damage. It is very strong. So if you are going to go in on Leo, I mean, getting the BT is really good. If you just want to squeak by, like you don't want to pull hard on him, but you want to get his Shinryu done, FR only, I got it done no problem. So you definitely could maybe sneak him with tickets. Or I think there's 3 tiers of wanting to summon for Leo, right? Like the person that wants to use him like all in, then you want the BT because the off-turn's awesome. If you want to just get past the Shinryu, you're going to want FR. Or there's the person that wants nothing to do with Leo, but man, that call is really nice. You could go in and just grab that LD because he does have a really nice call. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Leo. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.